Alright, I got another stick. I got a stick, hey! Look at me.
Just, I can burn them if I knock that tire down.
There we go. Yeah! Yeah!
Huh. Way more hands-on than I'd hoped.
Okay, so I have noticed... I've seen like a couple comparison videos to Dead Island 2 and Dying Light 2, and I'm here to tell you that crap is misleading. I have played over 600 hours of Dying Light 2, and I see what you guys are doing. You take an endgame Aiden, hopped up on a bunch of zombie meth who can one-hit kill everything, and then you pit him against, what? An early Slayer and try to make it look as boring as possible. I see what you're doing there. Yeah. 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 You play as...
How am I getting out of this one?
You get Aiden all hopped up on zombie meth and you show all your cool tricks. Here's an interesting trick, though. Okay. Here's a real interesting trick. The Slayers can stomp zombie heads much earlier than Aiden ever could. Why don't you all do comparison videos where you show level 1 or 2 Aiden against a level 1 or 2 Slayer? Oh, you all don't want to do that because Aiden can't pull himself up on nothing without acting like he smokes 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And you know it's true. And he can't one-hit shot anything at level 1 or 2, can he? Yeah, he doesn't have any cool tricks. He ain't got no cool grappling hooks at level 1 or 2. So you all show like an end-of-game Aiden versus a level 1 or 2 Slayer in Dead Island 2. And say you're comparing the two games. And you're not. And you know you're not. As a matter of fact, there was one person... There was one person who actually went out on the street, Emma, right? Emma's the lady's name. And they meandered about in the yard. And they meandered about on the street to like only being around like 1 or 2 zombies and just sort of acting like the zombies aren't dangerous.
Get my bearings.
And it's all so boring. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you're not showing any footage of the area around the hotel, are you? No. No.
Focus.
No. You're not going to show big fights like, you know, Becky the Bride, right? You're not going to do that. No, you want to walk around the streets and act like this game is so boring compared to Dying Light 2, knowing full well that the Aiden you're showing on that screen, comparing it with the Slayer, is an endgame Aiden who's hopped up on so much zombie meth. Even if you wanted to show a death animation, you have to stand there and stand there and stand there while 2 zombies munch on him because the health bar is so big. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you're doing there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I see that. I see what you're doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's great.
This is 70 Alpine Drive.
But it's not true. It's not factual whatsoever.
House, and I'll be practically there.
It's not factual. No, that's not a real comparison. When you're literally sitting there and you're like throwing a stick at a window, and then you show Aiden ziplining off of a skyscraper, and you say that's a comparison. Like, come on now. Oh, come on now. And of course, like, showing, like, the first area of the game where there's maybe 1 or 2 zombies.
Breaker's missing.
You're showing 1 or 2 zombies that, that are outside of Emma's house.
Here.
And then you'll cut to a scene where Aiden is out on the streets. if you could find an area on the streets where there's not any human enemies around, yeah, you can engage with the zombies, and it looks very much like a zombie game. But Dying Light 2 is not a zombie game. It's an action game with zombies in it. Not the same. This is a zombie game. And, I mean, I'm still trying to find the Slayer that I'm really like I want to play, right? Like Logan was my survivor in Dead Island, and I played all the like Perna, Yao Ming, I think her name was, Sam B, played a lot of them. Logan was my favorite. I'm still looking for my favorite, so I'm trying Bruno right now, which is why I'm right back at the beginning of the game, because I don't care to start over again. I love this game. I don't care how many times I have to start over until I find the Slayer that I really want to be. I think Bruno's got a couple things about his abilities that really speaks to me, because I've gotten really good at getting behind zombies and doing damage to the back of them. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to try Bruno. Bruno could turn out to be my favorite Slayer. I don't know. I'm going to give him a try. I'm going to try all of them. I don't know when me and Little Mama are going to finish this game. We'll finish it when we finish it, but for me, it's probably not going to be finished. The first time I finished Dead Island, I was ready to play it all over again. And this game feels very much like that. I'm ready to rock.
This'll work.
So yeah, I'm playing Bruno all over again. I want to see, like, does he really fit my zombie slaying skills? You know what I mean? I think he might. I like his tattoos. He's cool. Okay, dodge.
They can't hit what they can't
We learned
see.
dodge. We learned dodge, baby. All right, let's go. Yeah, there was this one guy who kept throwing his stuff at zombies, and he kept missing. And then he wanted to make it look like then he cuts to his Aiden, who's throwing daggers, right? But again, his Aiden, oh, see, like, there you go, head stomp. Aiden would not be able to do a head stomp this early in his campaign. No. But yeah, it's like, what was it? I forgot what I was saying, because I wanted to show you that point right there. What was I saying, babe? Right before the head stomp? I don't know either. I don't know. That's just that glorious head stomp. Yeah, like, because they'll show like how Aiden can one stomp, head stomp zombies, and end of the game Aiden, and like you get the stomp ability like right away with your Slayer, and Aiden doesn't have that ability. He doesn't. He doesn't get that until later on as he's climbing up the combat tree. Nice try, guys. Okay, nice try. But what was it? Oh, yeah, dude was throwing his weapons, right? And then then he starts showing you how fast Aiden can throw daggers. Again, this is endgame Aiden with the daggers maxed out, right? So it's like almost 1 or 2 hits and the zombie goes down, right? Yeah. The first daggers you get in Dying Light 2, like, yes, they do stick. It's kind of like an auto-aim sort of thing. There's a little bit of help there. But yeah, you saw that. I could throw a stick at a zombie and not miss. Okay? Don't throw your weapon at a zombie and miss, because you're still learning how to throw weapons in this game. Can Aiden throw weapons? Well, he can throw daggers.
Yeah.
He can't throw hammers. He can't throw anything. Can he throw anything? Did they fix that yet? I don't even know. But yeah, I see what you all are doing there.
It's locked.
Yeah.
Need to find
Yeah.
another way in.
Yeah, you'll sit there and you'll pick some of the. Yeah. You'll pick some of the most boring looking stuff in the world and say, this is what Dead Island looks like. It's boring. It's boring. Yeah, and it's like you'll walk around Emma's mansion and make it look so boring, and then you'll cut to Aiden running through one of the metro terminals at night, and all the screeching, and it's all so exciting. It You all are misleading your viewers by pulling that crap, and it's not cool. All right, that's not cool at all.
Yo, anyone? Oh, blood.
No kidding, Bruno. Boy.
It's blocked.
Yeah, you think?
Ah, a maglock.
Waste of money.
Oh, I gotta get behind him. Really get those hits in. Yeah, there's a critical hit. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, zombies are not dangerous in Dead Island. Did you... Yeah, that's another thing. Oh, they're not dangerous. They're not, they're... Like, that dude just... He knocked me on my butt, level 1. But see, Aiden would be no better off if he was level 1 or 2 in Dying Light 2. Honestly, as Aiden, the one thing I really recall when starting over again, goodness knows I had to a lot because the patches would come through, trash my save file, I'd have to start over again. The one thing I remember, like, I feel like I died more from falling than I did zombies. The aggression of the zombies, that's another thing people show in that game. You do realize that was after a patch, right? The zombies in Dying Light 2 were so brain dead, you felt sorry for them. They weren't really all that dangerous. They were so silly, they could literally just walk away from you. And they had to fix that. And what happened when they fixed the aggression of the zombies? You could be scaling a building and the zombies inside would like clip through the wall and grab you or smack you around and stuff. And I played Dying Light like 2 or 3 days ago, was it? And they're still clipping through stuff and hitting you. Because they still haven't fixed that bug that they introduced with the aggression. Alright. Alright, big boy. Oh! Look at that. I broke my shit. Yeah, see, Bruno does better if he can get behind the zombie. So, yeah, that's why I picked him, because that's my bread and butter right there. Getting behind him and beating him in the back and stuff.
Key card.
Oh, wall safe, nice. But yeah. Dead Island 2, like, at the very beginning of the game, it's somewhat slow because they're trying to ease the player into the combat and ease them into things like scavenging and
Locked in a box with a guy hiding his bite. Yeah, I feel that.
oh, okay. Actually, I think I already learned this one. Stop. But yeah, they want to ease you into the progression of the game, and you're trying, like, pitting players at the very beginning of the game, how things are somewhat, it's easing the player into the world, and then cutting over to an end game Aiden, like, decimating 5 zombies in a row, like that, knowing full well that level 1 or 2 Aiden would not be doing anything like that. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there, kids. I see that. Yeah, I see. Can I get him in the back? Get him in the back. Get him in the back. Get him, Bruno. Yeah. Okay, I think me and Bruno might be getting along here. All right. Come on, Bruno. Get him in the back. 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 Get him up. Get him. And again, look at the zombies in this game. Like, look how well dressed they are. Like, they went in and they designed outfits, certain looks for the zombies. They did all of that. They didn't throw them in like 5 different outfits and give them like generic faces and then put them in the game. Like, because the game is more linear, you see so much more attention to detail. Like, all these zombies they look so good. Like, you could tell these people had lives, and those lives were disrupted like that. And now all of a sudden, they're not people no more. That looked good. And again, the gore system with Dying Light 2, the new gore system, I played it. Okay, there's a reason why. Well, I checked the Steam charts. There was 8,000 people playing Dying Light 2, and then I checked Dying Light 1, and I'm not kidding you, there was over 11,000 people playing Dying Light. Okay, because no one's fooled by the gore system. It does look better than it ever has before, but it's still not nearly as good as Dying Light. And that's why, like, it seems like anytime something new happens for Dying Light 2, people automatically want to go back to the first game. I'm gonna say right now, the best thing that ever happened to Dying Light was Dying Light 2 coming out. That's the truth. Every time like people start playing Dying Light 2, and it just makes them want to play the first game. You have a problem on your hands, Techland. You have a problem. And somebody noted that the new update is not entirely true. Like, some of the things that they claim this new update does not do. Like, when I drop kick a zombie and they go flying and they hit another zombie, they both fall down in this game. Just like in Dying Light. Zombies are impacted by things hitting them. And the second game still struggles with that, even with the new overhaul.
Should be able to reach John's from the backyard.
But yeah, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. These comparison videos are absolute hogwash. Do not buy that for a second. If you have not played Dead Island 2, okay, or you're looking for validation that Dying Light 2 is better than Dead Island 2, and you just want to watch videos, you're going to get them. There's plenty of them out there, but that don't make it true, my honey. Watching someone who's got a 300-hour Aiden clips of that and comparing that to a level 1 Slayer in Dead Island 2 is absolutely disingenuous. It's I saw what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing, and you're not fooling me. And I'm pretty confident you're not fooling anyone else either. You're trying way too hard to make this game look like it's not nearly as good. This game here, okay, you got a bunch of zombies all around you. You can't just climb up this building to get away from them. You have to face them. You have to fight them, because this is a survival zombie game. This is not an action zombie game. This is not a generic action game pretending to be a zombie game. This is a zombie game. All right, get over it. Dying Light 2 is an action game with zombies in it. This is a zombie game, okay? They are not the same. Not even. Okay, but if you want to compare them, Dying Light 2 will be inferior. All right? You want to compare it, so I'm going to compare it. It's an inferior game to this one. Hands down. But my grappling hook, but my paraglider. Yeah. Because action games have stuff like that. This is not really, this is more of a survival game. It's not an action game. Okay? It excels in that. Okay? Now, there are interesting conversations, Dying Light versus Dead Island 2. Now, that would be an interesting conversation, right? There would be some pros, obvious cons. There would be trade-offs. There would be critiques and discussions. That would be a lot more interesting than comparing Dead Island 2 to Dying Light 2. All right? Because you got to do a lot of sleight-of-hand crap to make Dying Light 2 look better. Okay, you have to really go out of your way. Throwing throwing your weapon at a piece of glass and then cutting to Aiden doing some really cool combat stuff. That's not a comparison. You ain't fooling nobody. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Live from sunny Hollywood. On fire. You know what? I might hang out with Bruno for a while. Yeah, he's I think he might be my slayer. Yeah, he could be. Anyway, you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the flip side. Stop making those videos. You're not fooling nobody.